Before time, before light, before anything we know, there was only the Ginnungagap, a vast, yawning void, a silent abyss of pure potential. To the north, the frigid mists of Niflheim swirled, a realm of ice and shadow. To the south, the fiery inferno of Muspelheim burned, a land of eternal flame and incandescent sparks. For eons uncounted, these two primordial forces existed in opposition, separated by the great emptiness. Then, a change began. The warm air from Muspelheim drifted across the void, meeting the frozen rime of Niflheim. As fire met ice, the frost began to melt, and from these life-giving drops, the first being was formed. It was not a god, nor a man, but a giant of immense scale, named Ymir. He was the father of all frost giants, a being born of elemental chaos. As Ymir slept, the sweat from his body gave birth to more giants, and a race of colossal, powerful beings began to populate the void. From the melting ice, another creature emerged, a great, hornless cow named Odhumbla. For nourishment, Ymir drank the 4 rivers of milk that flowed from her udder. Odhumbla, in turn, sustained herself by licking the salty, frost-covered stones of Ginnungagap. For 3 days, the great cow licked one particular block of ice. On the first day, a man's hair appeared. On the second, a head was revealed. And on the third day, the entire being was freed. This was Buri, the first of the gods. He was beautiful, strong, and powerful. Buri had a son, Or, who in time took a wife from the giant race, a woman named Bestla. From their union, 3 sons were born, Odin, Vili, and Vi. These were the first of the Aesir gods, beings of order and creation, destined to challenge the chaotic reign of the giants. As Odin and his brothers grew in power and wisdom, they looked upon the world of giants with dissatisfaction. It was a realm of brute force and endless cold, lacking purpose or beauty. They saw that Ymir and his kin were destructive forces, and a new world needed to be built. A great and terrible war was inevitable. The conflict that erupted between the gods and the giants shook the foundations of the cosmos. It was a war of fire and ice, of divine magic against raw, elemental might. Though the giants were massive and fearsome, the gods fought with strategy, courage, and a power that came from a vision for a new reality. In a final, climactic battle, Odin, Vili, and Ve confronted the great progenitor, Ymir. The struggle was cataclysmic, but in the end, the 3 brothers were victorious. They slew the first giant. His fall was so mighty, and the blood that poured from his wounds so immense, that it created a great flood, drowning all the other giants except for one couple, Bergelmir and his wife, who escaped on a wooden ark. From them, a new race of giants would arise, forever enemies of the gods. But Ymir's end was not just a destruction, it was a creation. Odin and his brothers carried the colossal corpse of the giant to the center of the great void, Ginnungagap, and from his body, they began to fashion a new world. His flesh became the earth, the fertile soil upon which life could grow. His unbroken bones were piled up to form the mountains and the high, craggy cliffs. His teeth and shattered bone fragments became the rocks and stones that litter the landscape. The immense river of his blood was gathered to become the oceans, lakes, and rivers that encircle the land. The gods then took Ymir's great skull and raised it high above the earth to form the vault of the sky. To hold it in place, they assigned 4 dwarfs, Nordri, Sudri, Austri, and Vestri, to the 4 cardinal points, and their names became North, South, East, and West. The gods then ventured into the fiery realm of Muspelheim, catching sparks and embers from the great sword of the fire giant Surtur. They threw these sparks into the sky, creating the sun, the moon, and all the shimmering stars, each set on its own path to mark the passage of day, night, and the seasons. Ymir's brain was tossed into the air, and it became the clouds, drifting across the new sky. This new world they named Midgard, the Middle-earth. It was a beautiful and vibrant place, but it was empty. To protect it from the vengeful giants who now lived in a realm called Jotunheim, the gods used Ymir's eyebrows to build a great defensive wall around Midgard. The world was now secure, a realm of order carved from chaos. One day, Odin, Vili, and Ve were walking along the seashore of their new creation when they came across two logs that had washed ashore, one from an ash tree, the other from an elm. Seeing their potential, the gods decided to give them life. Odin, the All-Father, breathed into them the spirit of life and soul. Vili gave them the gift of intelligence and motion, the ability to think and to feel. And Vi bestowed upon them the senses, sight to see the beauty of the world, hearing to listen to the wind and the waves, and the power of speech. From the ash log, the first man, Ask, was created. From the elm log, the first woman, Embla. They were the progenitors of all humanity. The gods gave them the entire realm of Midgard to live in, to build upon, and to fill with their children. Thus began the age of mortals, living under the watch of the gods in Asgard, their celestial home. The great cycle of creation was complete. From a void of nothingness, a universe teemed with life, born from the clash of elements, the fall of a giant, and the divine will of the gods. And on the new earth, humanity took its first breath, ready to write its own story in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. Thank you for joining us on this journey through creation. If you were captivated by this tale, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more epic stories from the dawn of time.